looking like Bitcoin bounced from the exact point that I was talking about the other day. I'm glad that people, I hope all of you guys did not capitulate and sell when things were going a bit crazy, because it's fear. A lot of fear was in the market, but it looks like Bitcoin completely cleared out this mid-wick strategy, the area that we said 50% of that wick is usually where it will go to and bounce from there. It's had a bit of a bounce, but honestly, something very strange is going on with Bitcoin at this present moment. And I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. The last time something happened on this scale, it was the FTX crash. Now, I'm not saying there is a crash that's going to be happening. Okay, let's do that. I'm not saying that there is a crash that's going to be happening. What's going on here? 1 second. Bruv, what's happening? Bruv. Bruv. What is going on? Okay, whatever. Hey man, how's everyone going? Thanks so much, BK. You know, I'm just a guy in a room with a really impressive bed frame that can get things right sometimes, right? Hello, Dennis. How are you doing? Okay, it seems to be working on the tube today. Yeah, so we had a perfect midweek a bit there, but whether this will continue on, oof, there are a lot of conflicting news, a lot of interesting factors that are going on. A lot of people are talking one way or the other. Still, the market is absorbing what is going on with what Powell said, what the sentiment is, what's going on. And to be honest, the clear direction of where this is going is super duper unclear. We are working on pure percentages at this present moment, and it's going to be extremely choppy. The way that these wicks look right now is crazy. I just want everyone to understand. By the way, let me just sort this out. Last time I had to sort out the hello Peachy, how are you doing? Okay, that looks good. All right, cool. So yeah, these are insane. This means that there is a ever tightening range that's going on, and I want to show you this, right? I want you guys to really understand how crazy this is. The trading range on Bitcoin at this present moment is 2.16%. Is everyone understanding how crazy that is? Does anyone get how insane that is? And not only that, it's 2.1, well, say 2.2%, right? Give or take. And it's been doing this in this range for 22 days, almost a month. We've been in a range that is at 2.2% trading range for a month. I mean, do we understand how crazy this is? I mean, look, let's go back, because look, we have drawn these lines, right? I've drawn these lines. So if we go to, say, where was the FTX crash? It was in January, right? Was it in January? I think it was in January 22. Where are we? Yeah, the January 2022, right? Was it January? Where was the FTX crash? It was here, right? Oh yeah, around there. Okay. The trading range then, so you understand how insane this is, right? Was 13%. We are in a, there is going to be a move, right, on Bitcoin that is going to be wild. The spring that this thing is, look at that. Just look at it from a distance. Can everyone understand how insane that is? Look how tightly bound this trading range is, right? This is either going to go God candle up to 135, or we're going to go down and test these bottom levels around the 98. That's the level of move we're talking about. We're talking in the tens of moves. I know you answered this the other day, but BCB said August is going to be awesome and top out in September. Who's BCB? Who's BCB? I'm sorry, I don't know who BCB is. Who's BCB? Tony, explain to me. Look, could be. right now we have to see what this move is going to be. I'm still on the notion of a. Can you see comments today? Yeah, I can see comments today. I'm in the notion this thing is still going to go up, but there are some interesting worries. So DCA, the dip. I mean, that was yesterday, right? That was yesterday. Although I was past that, but to be honest, that's why I said you had to be blockchain backer. Blockchain backer. I don't know who blockchain backer is. Should I know who that is? Maybe blockchain boy. Blockchain back. I don't. Does anyone know who blockchain backer is? One rate cut or none this year. I'm gonna get through that. I can throw a shoe over a roof, and that's the real quiz. Well done, man. That's quite impressive. It's not easy to throw a shoe over a roof. I have no idea who blockchain backer is. Blockchain back. I don't know. Who's blockchain backer? Sorry, bit of a detour. Let's make sure that we. Hello. Why are you doing that? Just come back here. Ah, there we go. Stupid Apple. BCB maybe blockchain boy. I don't know who blockchain. I'm gonna look at who blockchain backer is. Who is blockchain backer? Block. It's a song. Who's blockchain backer? I've never heard of this guy. He's got a lot of subscribers. I have no idea who this guy is. Sorry. Apologize. All right. Back to YouTube guy. He's popular. He's bullish. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good. Cool. Never heard of him. Great. He's superstar. All good. Lol. All right. Is he a superstar? I have no idea. I only follow Alvarez. Thank you so much. I have no idea who that is. But okay. Yeah. Could be. Look. I think we're. Look. Now, I will say this. Topping out is a bit of an interesting thing to say, but where we are right now is that we're coiling up for something huge, right? There is something coming along here, and I've been talking about it for a few days, and it's looking like there's something crazy about to happen. If you look on the weekly, it looks super bullish. I think this there could maybe be some potential bit more downside. Or this thing is going to do the slingshot and go absolutely parabolic from here and break through that level. I'll tell you this now, and I will tell you this, right? The moment it breaks this line, algos are going to go ballistic. I want everyone to explain that. And the reason why I think that we have a higher chance than not to go up, because we have a few weeks here. Few weeks of what's going to happen, because the trading range is out of this world right now. And if we look at some key factors, right? Look at the liquidation levels on this thing, man. The range is stupid. The range is stupid, but there is a lot more. By the way, these are buy orders. These aren't liquidity. The liquidity is between these two. I mean, we're 118. We could see one more dip down to the 17 and then go up and try and take out this 19, the liquidity up here. And I will say this, right? I'll say this. If we can... yeah, if we can hold the 120, right? If we can hold the 120 and break a few candles up there, this thing is going to go absolutely parabolic. And more importantly, I'm going to give you a number, right? And I want everyone to understand this, right? The 118,900, right, is a number that you guys need to have on your graph, right? Maybe we get a final pullback then. Yeah, up is what I'm thinking right now, because this type of trading range is insane. There's going to be a mad move. We're talking in the tens of % of moves in Bitcoin. This is what I'm talking about, right? Your lives are coming in clutch lately. Yesterday it was on the day. on the way to an interview, and today it's before a big meeting at work, keeping me entertained while I'm insanely stressed. Thank you so much, Zukari. I appreciate it. I try and keep it fun and knowledgeable and getting things slightly right, kind of. Historically, quite August will affect our plans. Maybe. Now I'm gonna give you two sides of the coin here, and I want to because I like to give a lot of information on what's happening, and where I see potential problems, where I see potential bullishness, a lot of things to cover in today's show, right? But yeah, at this present moment, it's looking like this. If we get above the 118,900, what that is, so you guys can understand, right? Right, a bit of alphalicious, right? Is the breakpoint of this downward RSI. That is a bullish stance on RSI. If Bitcoin can hold above the say 19,000, let's be direct. If Bitcoin hold around the 19,000, I think 120 and up is in the books for sure. But must there not come in new liquidity into the market? Fair, I'm gonna get there. That's one of my worries, right? That's one of my worries. That's one of my worries, right? And there's some problems with liquidity that's going to be coming in very, very soon. Now, we also look at global fear and the fear and greed index, and it's on the borderline of coming back into neutral, which means that there could be some fear coming into the market. Now, there's some other really interesting things that I wanted to talk to you about as well. This here, look who bought more Bitcoin on July 30th. What? Okay. This here may look like that there is a fall in exchange volume, but again, this plays into what we're seeing here. This tight range is marriage material, if you understand what I mean. We're in full marriage material right now in this situation. I have a question. I'm not sure you can help explain. I put $1,200 into IPO Fig for multiple shares to come out. They only gave me one share. Why is that? What? How did you... Patrick messaged me afterwards. Depends where you bought that from. Where can I see your screen? This thing on the screen, it's very conspicuous. You might not be able to see it. I make sure that it's very difficult to see on the screen. Super difficult. Like it's there. It's very, very difficult to see. But if you look carefully, you'll be able to see it. That it's there. That's what I'm looking at. Now, Gus, stuff it, man. What's happening with meme? Really crazy out of nothing. What? What's happening? I don't know what you're talking about. Focus, Daniel-san. Focus. Robin always throws just one share. Oh, right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Into IPO Fig. Is that Robin Hood, though? I don't know. Whatever. Did you see my last question? Sorry, at work. No, what question? Sorry, ask me. Please. What's 27%? Yeah, a lot of coins can be 20%, 7% up. Now, what do you think about tomorrow's meeting? Honestly, there's so many data coming out right now. Like today's data wasn't great. I'll say that, right? And that's part of my worries. And let me get to it. Let me get to my show, and I'll explain to you. There's a lot of information, a lot of alpha, a lot of funky things that are going to be happening, right? Now, should I start with the good or the bad? Where are we going? Good or bad? Is stablecoins about to destroy XRP because they do the same thing? No, I think the creator is trying to destroy it. Him and his 4 billion tokens that he's trying to him and his 4 billion of tokens that is clipping out 174 million at a time. Get some of those cells in, bruv. Let him explain for fuck's sake. Which one? Bad. All right, let's go with the bad. All right, let's go with the bad. And we'll start explaining going from there. Now, the first bad one is this, bruv. This ain't good, right? This ain't good. This is the 5-year treasuries, right? It's on the verge of a breakout. This is not going to play well with the S&P 500 and just the US market in general. This is going to be dire for liquidity into the market, right? There is a problem here, and this is something that not a lot of people are talking about. There is one news circulating that Pakistan minister's son lost 100 million in crypto. What do you know about it? What? Hello, Nick. How you doing, man? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know him personally, but I mean, if he's the prime minister's son, that's probably nothing, right? This breakout here is not very good, right? This is not going to be very good for a whole range of things, notwithstanding mortgages, liquidity, and a whole bunch of stuff. And this here is going to bode extremely bad for future 10-year yields and the debt problem and the payment of the debt. This is not going to be well for what the markets could be potentially doing, right? Now, another bad piece of information here is this, right? I'm pretty sure you've never seen this graph, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have never understood what this is or what's going on. He has sold 170 more than once. No, he was like, he needed a house in the Campton, so he sold that 174. He has 4 billion more, just so that everyone understands. Next up here. This here, right? This here, in essence, is the bank balance of the USA. Right, this graph shows. You can check it out. Liabilities and capitals, deposits with FR francs, others. Then reserve balance. It's basically the balance books that they have, the amount of money they have in their kitty that they spread around. Now, we've been seeing a decline for a while now, right? A decline. For the decline, these are all good. The problem is that where it is at now, they're going to need to refill this. And refilling their reserves, my local ice cream man showed me that graph. Fantastic. I'm sure he did. The local ice cream men are businessmen, Christopher. Business, right? Now, this filling back up means that they're going to be pulling out some level of liquidity, and this goes into multiple billions of dollars. This, within line with the 5-year treasuries, is a bit of a problem. That's going to be a bit of a stranglehold on liquidity that's going to be going into the market. Furthermore, if we look at, one second, where did my global liquidity? One second. Where did my global liquidity? Do I have it here? Sorry, the popo is after me again. They'll never find me, though. You'll never find me. Sorry. Where's empty here? Empty money supply. No, that's not what I want. Ah, man, where did my graph go? 1 second. I apologize, people. This is bad planning. Here we go. This, right now, is coming into resistance and tapering off. So that, within line with the government spending going down, within line with the 5-year treasuries, is going to be a slight stranglehold of liquidity. On top of that, the Fed not cutting and giving very hawkish signs is giving a lot of problematic issues, a little bit of problematic issues for the markets at this present moment, right? Because this right here is only a 37% chance that they're going to cut in September, and a 63% chance they're not. And what is going on at this present moment is that Powell is fully shifting the blame onto Donald Trump, right? And he's basically trying to force him to do something about tariffs soon. Because what's going on at this present moment right now is that inflation is going up. Year on year, week on week, it's going up. And that is the definition of the mandate of what Mr. Powell job is. That's what his job is. And this is the thing that people really misunderstand about him. I mean, his job is to make sure that inflation doesn't go up, because undoubtedly tariffs are going to cause a form of what's it called? A form of inflation. Prices are going to go up, but we hope that that price will be a stepped increase, as he said, right? We hope that it's going to be a stepped increase and things will get crazy. Get my Bitcoin education. Thank you so much, Nick. Right? It's going to be stepped education, and it's going to be something where uh, um, that inflationary pressure that goes up is not going to be a continuous increase. Because the thing is, right, what he's trying to do right now, and everyone wants him to cut, and to be honest, the market kind of needs a cut, right? Because he is fully foregoing, and he said it, he's fully foregoing the US government, the US economy for inflation and employment. And to be honest, right, and I want everyone to really understand this fact, right? It sounds bad, especially because we're in cryptocurrency, right? It sounds bad because we want everything to shoot up and go crazy. But at the same time, for people, for you and I and normal people, what he's doing is actually for the benefit of you guys. What this is going to affect is businesses. And this understanding that, oh, when he cuts rates, that housing prices are going to, and mortgages will have a better rate. Yeah, short term, but long term, it's going to have a real problem. I'm hearing huge crash in a few months. You said the bad first. I'm giving you the bad first, bruh. I'm giving you the bad first. Give me a break, all right? You wanted to hear the bad, right? That's the issue that we are in right now, right? That's the issue where we are in right now. There is a bit of a liquidity problem. There is a bit of a yield problem, 5-year yield problem is looking like it's on the breakout. When they break out, then the rest follows. So we're in a bit of a pickle, a little bit of a pickle. And we have to bring some form of liquidity into the market. And what Donald Trump was waiting for was the rate cut to happen so it could hide some of the damage that Donald Trump's tariffs are going to be doing, right? These are the issues that we are. But that doesn't mean that we could not get some sort of huge move here. Now, should I get onto the good? Do you guys want to hear some good stuff, right? Do you want to hear some good stuff, or should I go to the graphs and then talk about good stuff? What are you guys thinking? What do you guys want to do? Should I leave you hanging for the good stuff? No one wants to hear the good stuff. All right, we'll get the graphs, no problem. So, all right, all good, bro. Just got stuck. Bad first. I've already talked about the bad, right? There's a bit of a liquidity problem in the market right now, and that needs to start ticking up soon. Now, all of this stuff, though, I will say this: there are caveats to this, right? There are caveats to this. I'm gonna start moving into the good. The government starting to refill its balance sheet, in essence, is temporary. It's very, very temporary, right? So it could work in balance with what August could be, maybe, right? Or it could be depending on when they're going to fill that thing. Now, another thing, right? I'm going to show you something. 1 second. If you go to the Fed's official site, you can read the minutes of the Fed meeting, right? The stuff that he doesn't talk about, but they release. The stuff here is where the important stuff is, right? And I've been combing through this and everything else, and I'll say this, right? Quantitative tightening is bottomed out. So they have in essence stopped quantitative tightening in all forms, right? In all forms, they've stopped quantitative tightening. This is a good sign, right? And that can somewhat counterbalance what's happening with the government refilling its kitty, and also the issue with the 5-year yield bonds that will then hit on to mortgages and various other liquidity problems that in the market. Again, liquidity coming in the next 3 months. Exactly, I'm getting there. Also, right? Also, just because Powell said, let's wait and see, and we have to see what's going on, we don't see any cuts in the near future, doesn't mean he's not going to cut in September. I want everyone to understand that. See, what people don't get, right, is that Powell, his words are more important than the action of what is going to be happening. What's happening, right, is non doesn't matter. You saw the other day, the Fed held the same. Markets didn't move. It's what comes out his mouth is like a rate cut or a rate hike, right? What he says is everything else. So what is going on right now is that everything he says and does is extremely calculated. He wants to see what the market is made of. Do you understand? You understand what's going on? He wants to know what the market. He wants to gain data. He's a data-driven guy, somewhat political. I mean, I did do a video. I mean, he wore a purple tie just to say that he's not political, but there is just a little bit, right? A little bit of thing, because the only problem with what he's going on and what he's doing, his wait and see aspect, is that now the pressure is wholeheartedly on Trump, completely, because what he said is like, look, if I have clarity on what's going on, complete clarity, give me clarity on what's going on, and I will do my job, right? And there's no clarity. The clarity isn't there. Is this guy is the tariffs coming? When is it? Is it going on? He keeps moving the bars and changing and this, that, and the other. He needs to get on that and make the deals and get things sorted. If, for example, he had trade deals with everyone in the world, 15% base rate tariff, the Fed would probably cut. Because they know that the effects of that tariff will be a block jump in price, and somewhat could be eaten by the importers. Furthermore, most importers in the USA front loaded this move. If you look carefully at trade data, before the tariffs came into effect, the trade deficit in the USA spiked to astronomical numbers. They were buying everything they could possibly buy to be able to not get hit by what these tariffs are doing. So there is a delay in this inflation, and it's slowly creeping out as we see. A month-on-month inflation, like right now, core inflation to non-adjusted inflation, right, is core is better, but non-adjusted is worse. But does that mean it's okay because it was better? Not necessarily. Month on month, it's going up. See, the one thing you guys don't want is a rate cut when inflation is increasing. A rate cut, by definition, is inflationary. It will add numbers and percentage to the inflation, and the last thing you want, because I saw a comment on one of my videos where it said, "Oh, they can increase it and then cut it." That would most probably be the most spectacular, dire event in the economy. A rate hike, then a cut after. No, the rate cut and then a hike afterwards. You think the pullback when he was talking hawkish would be bad? Bitcoin would probably go down 40% if that happened. I want everyone to really understand that, right? So what he's doing is trying to be calm. There's a calmness to what he's trying to do. Now, a few more things. For those who think, all right, I want to ask a question to everyone here. Right? Who thinks we're going to have an alt season? We're in an alt season, or they've missed the alt season? It's alt season's coming. Is it coming? We in it, or they've missed it? Right? I want everyone to give me that understanding of what they think it is, because I'm going to show you something that could maybe make you guys very happy. And I promise you, you don't know this thing exists. I mean, I like to give alpha in these streams, and all I get in return is 15,000 likes. That's all I get. No comments, no like a one-off like roses, no like high fives, no random insults. I get nothing these days. I just get people listening as if like I'm some sort of tutor or teacher trying to explain to everyone, how to be wrong about everything in their life. No, I'm joking. Right. Now, this is going to make you guys happy, right? You're God. No, I'm not a Jesus, Jeff. Oh my God. Thank you. I mean, like, it would have been nice if I didn't have to like. I don't think we haven't started out since. Right. Okay. Here's something that's gonna make you guys happy. Have you seen this? Has anyone seen this graph? I think my local ice cream man will show it to you. Yeah. Have you guys seen this chart? Anyone? No, Jumili boy, I don't want to do a co-host with you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I appreciate the Jumili boy. What chart? If you guys can see it here. I tried to hide it, but this chart here, you're my number one cookie boy. Just stop. What does that mean? So you understand here, right? So you understand here. Right now, we are nowhere near what you would describe or understand as an alt season. Nowhere near. I want everyone to really understand that, right? If you guys want to have what just happened? Why did it do that? I still don't understand how this computer works. Anyway, if you guys want to understand what's happening right now, right? You need to understand that alt season is when we start getting over the 70% number or 75% number. And if you guys want something to just hold and go, you know what? Let me just have this as a bookmark thing to see where we are. We're in the transition stage right now. Here right now. Hello, Noan. How you doing? By the way, Noan is Noan is opening up a new trading, high leveraged, full blown, crazy 50x minimum things. You should contact him personally for advice. Doesn't matter. He likes to live with stress, so he seems like a non-busy person. He'll be able to tell you guys all the alpha that you could possibly want ever, forever. Right? He's also genuinely a decent person as well. So apart from that, you should do it. Right. But keep this on here. We're nowhere near the alt season yet. Nowhere near. Right? Where there has to be some key factors that are going on, right? And this is the thing. You have patience right now that you need to understand is patience, right? Patience is something that we all need to get to, because we're not really going anywhere right now. A lot of people look on a daily basis and go, oh my God, this is down. Oh my God, it's up. I'm down this much and this, that, and the other. Know this, right? If you feel like you're too late, you're nowhere near that. You're coming at a perfect time, right? If you think that it's it's not going to happen, who said that? Who said that? You look at each period of the halving. Every single time we've had an alt season, whether it's been shallow, whether it's been a full year run almost. See what's going on right now, and I will say this as well. A lot of things are lining up. A lot of things are lining up to a crazy alt season. And I want to understand this. I'm waiting for first Marcus future call. If you want to get it, it's a very low entry bar. You need to have 5 million worth of fat cat, and he drops like unbelievable. It's like 3,000 x leverage, but that 0.0034 5% of a move will Whoo! It's exciting. You get a bit sweaty Betty sometimes, but it works. He makes it work. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. I couldn't live with that stress. Got enough of it already. But yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. We're nowhere near that right now. And what I'm alluding to, and what I'm trying to understand, very exciting. I can imagine it's not. I can imagine. You know that what was that guy? You know that meme where he's like with the sweating bullets, right? And what I'm alluding to is that when there's got to be a turning point in all this, and I want everyone to really understand this. There is going to be a wealth effect, a wealth day for all people that are understanding where we are and what's going on, and that is going to be when we start getting up to here, and it will come. There will be a moment where it comes, because at every single moment we have achieved that level, right? Whether we dip down first and then go crazy, or whether we shoot up from there. This level here, there hasn't been a bull run where it hasn't at least gotten close to that, or in fact broken it. And what I am sensing, and I want everyone to understand this, and this is the good. This is gonna make you guys possibly very, very happy. It will happen, but Mr. Alvarez likes Thriller. He likes Thriller. He likes Thriller. What? Okay. I'm sensing soon. I would say, as I said, October, around that end of September, October is where I'm thinking. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think he's going to cut in September. Because look, this is the thing he's saying. He's saying right now, I don't have enough information. But boy, is he going to get information by that time. He's going to have two clear data sets of both inflation and unemployment. And I promise you, right? I'll promise you this, right? If unemployment is going up and job creation is getting stagnated, he will not care about inflation. It will not be in his radar. He will cut. He's playing with Trump now. I don't know, man. He wore a purple tie. When you wear a purple tie, that means you're middle, innit, bruv? But yeah, look, this is the thing. And what I'm sensing towards, and this is what I'm sensing towards, is that what we want. Let me ask you this question. Would you want this type of alt season, right? This type of alt run? I mean, it's in 2024, but let's where we go. Look, that's 2022. That's a halving. That's a halving. Halving. We're coming to the next halving. All right? Let me ask you this question. Would you want a alt season like this, where it's, how many months is that? 2 months? Or would you want one like this, where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 5, 6 months? Do you want a 6-month bull run, or do you want a 1 or 2 month bull run? And it, to me, with what is building up, with the legislation, with what's happening, with tariffs settling, I'll tell you this, man. When tariffs settle, and he gets all of his deals done, and there is this set level, and then the Fed starts cutting, with all the legislation that's coming in, with the stablecoin legislation, and with what he's talking about on Friday, which is in essence an altcoin buying framework. We are going to be in a perfect storm. A perfect storm, right? We're going to be in an ultimate perfect storm of when things hit, they're going to hit hard. That's how I got my wife. You should see her. She's very hot, right? Right? That's what we want. And that's the good news, right? I want all of you guys to really understand. We want hard and long, not short and quick. Just stand. Come on. We're all here, right? We soft as well. We don't want soft, short, and quick. We want it long, hard, and like virulous. We want it. You know what I mean? I can't say that word, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what we want. That's what we want. That is the way we want to move forward. That's the situation, right? So understand that right now we could all be feeling like, oh man, like it's pulling back and da, 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 da. But if you're in good, and this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion, right? This is what I'm understanding, and like this is the thing that I want to say to a lot of people. This is just what I'm thinking. I want everyone to. The reason why I show all this stuff, right, and I don't gatekeep it. There is some gatekeeping for the pro group where we give trades and further in-depth information. There's like proper traders in there and stuff like that, right? There's have been for a while now. You think there will be in stone 2 months and data for power to, yeah, he'll give enough data. 2 months of data will be enough for him to cut or not. I think he's gonna cut. Do you think that institutions will allow retail to make these gains in the alt season? We want retail late, Philip. Retail is our profit. I'm glad that they don't know what's going on. Let's wait and profit later. This is the situation, right? This is what I'm talking about. We are all in a very unique place right now. And you need to look at the bigger picture. Looking short term will always be something that makes you fearful. And that's what I was saying. This is why I give out all of this stuff. I'm giving, there is no barrier other than pressing the like button and doing stuff, right? Commenting and following and all. That's all I want from you guys, because the more people that get here, the more larger the show gets, the more people I can give this information to, and they can understand that learning and understanding and getting all these confluences, that's my word, man, confluences, gives you a clearer and clearer sight and advantage in the market. I'll show you something else, right? And this is something else I want to show you guys. I'm not going to go through too in depth on this because I keep going through it. I'm going to do a bit of a different one, show this one. Also, I want to show you something else, which I think I really like as well. Oof, look at that. DXY is going crazy. I'm going to go through USDT dominance. I mean, I still think that we're going to come and try and test this 50% level. That there is going to be full bear trap level, right? So we'll see what goes on. We'll see. But it's hard. What we need to see, and this is super important, right? If you're going to look at you receiving request, why would I be receiving what? Why would I be receiving a request? Like an old bull walking the field of cows. My work is done, people. My work is done. It states that you are happy for guests to pop up. But I don't know what's going on right now. So this is the situation we're at, right? And I'm going to give you, so I'll go through all this kind of stuff, but I've given you all the information, all the data and everything that's going on. Thank you so much for all your understanding about them. I don't have that much of understanding. It's just what I've learned and what I look at. Everyone could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? There will be a point where I'm wrong, and I'll admit it. But I try to balance what I'm seeing, what's going on efficiently. What we need to see, and it's really clear right now, right? And I want to make it super simple, because the more I get really in depth, it gets more difficult to understand. Just watch this 50-day EMA. So we are cooked. All right. We need this 50-day EMA to break. The moment that breaks, we're gonna have some real fun times for alts, because this 50-day EMA is sitting perfectly in this channel that has held many moons. Right, this is all the way back to 2022. And I will say this, right? The Bitcoin market cap, I just look. It's prime to break. There's so many fibs there. It's prime to break. It really is. It's just whether we go up and retest this 63 level. I mean, if we did a fib here, where are we looking at? Almost perfect. I think we are cooked. Bitcoin is at 117. All right, cool, man. None. 3,000% short. Take all the liquidity. Take all of it. Take all of it. It's yours, right? I could see Bitcoin dominance tapping that 63, 62.99 area. Because what I will say this, right? And I'll say this. We have officially printed a lower high, right? That is a bullish sign. But we now need to print the lower. I mean, we printed the lower low. We need to print the lower high, right? We need something. Say here, I'm just saying, right? We need it to hit that and then break down. We need an establishment of a lower high. We built the lower low. Lower low is there, but we need the lower high to be an efficient utilization of what's happening with Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin dominance. If that happens, then alts are in flavor time. But this is in the weekly chart. Don't forget, right? This could be all the way up until September. It's possible. Most possible. Yeah, September. It's a possibility. I'm giving you all the options and the understanding here. I still think that there's a possibility that this thing, because this tight range here is nuts, right? It is nuts. I'm in crypto for a bit more than a year now, and it's pretty nerve-wracking. Thank you for your daily content. It helps me a lot of this thing. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Try to make it fun. And CF, the year all will be done after bull run. Defo, mark my words, folks. What do you mean by CF? CF, the CF? Oh, end of the year. That's why is there a line on my? Do I have a dead pixel on my screen? I have a dead pixel on my screen. Oh my god, a full line is gone. Oh wow. Okay, that's why I was like, what's okay? CF and of the end of the year, all will be done after bull run. Defo, mark my words. Yeah, well, we'll see. Look, we'll see. This guy has no clue. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you to come in. I mean, there had to be one. There had to be one. Why do you think will come from? Why do you think? What do you think? What do you think will come from the Russia-Ukraine war stuff? How bad will it be there? I don't know. Does anyone really talk about it anymore? Some form of agreement there would also be amazing. Did you say not all the season until September? I think towards the end of September is a possibility. But look, I will say this, right? I will say this. Bitcoin-wise, if this thing is going to run up, if this thing is going to go absolutely crazy up, then alts will move. Because what's happening here, it's insane. This range that is trading in right now is crazy. Absolutely insanity. Absolute insanity right now. Trump said secondary tariffs within 10 days. Great. Great. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is going to 135 soon. Yeah, possible. I'm leaning towards a positive move as well. Like this imbalance that we're seeing right now. I mean, even look at the liquidations in 24 hours. It's barely any, right? Remember the last time this happened? We had a massive expansion of Bitcoin. Not only is that, there's still a imbalance towards the short to the long. Look, volume is down. Open interest is down. 24-hour liquidations is 50% of what. Like all of this is pointing to a massive move. And with what I'm leaning towards, percentage-wise, I'm saying up. That's what I'm thinking. it's a descending parallel channel, just ranging. I wouldn't even say descending. I think it's just ranging on a sideways, on sideways. I mean, the range is so small. Now, on another note, right? I've been talking about this project for a lot, right? And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm understanding, the more I like this thing, man. It's a really, really interesting project that's come about. It is doing everything you could possibly imagine it, in the realm of where we are in. Like, you are going to be able to own a part of a miner that gives you a yield, and it's going to be in an industry where RWA and AI are going to be going to like $10 trillion, man. It's going to be absolutely out of this world. And having the first marketplace where it provides you, let me explain this, right? So people understand, because a lot of people have been asking me what, why I like this so much and why it's such an interesting thing, right? And in essence, it all revolves around this, the ERC1155 and the GPU, right? What is going on there? It's just like people just keep, anyway, and revolves around that. So the deepened network, what you could try to understand, is literally a network of processes that people that projects can dip into and gain compute power when they're doing AI, you know, Bitcoin and various other aspects. Now, what's happening at this present moment, what these guys are doing, is with this token, this ERC 1155, is giving them pre-profits at the same time, taking a percentage into a rebate fund and reducing the cost of this user, right? The people who are accessing into that. And at the same time, for us, it's giving us yield and a an asset on the blockchain that says that you are part ownership of a full-blown miner, a computer. Like, it's wild what they're doing here. It's such an incredible situation of what they're doing here, and it's absolute no-brainer. The more I think about it, the more I read about this project and the people that is actually looking at running this, all of these people that are doxed. I mean, especially this Lucas, right? He is the guy that brought Engine to $4 billion. It's on KuCoin. It's on KuCoin. It's one of those interesting things, like, and this is what I'm talking about, you know, for future reference and future growth, things that settle so neatly in a very beautiful manner like this, that provides a yield back to you. All right, not only will grow, in my opinion, in token value, but also a place where you can hold your assets and gain some form of yield on that. And what's really important, and this is really, really important, right? This is the interesting thing. This stablecoin bill that's coming in, part of the bill means that you can't earn interest on your stablecoins. So the moment that starts to get into a real area of importance, that area of importance means that these things that are going to be giving you a yielding assets are going to be extremely important. That's my opinion, and it's wild that it's sitting where it is. So if you have any further questions or anything on that level, let me know, because it is a really, really interesting project for me, and I love this kind of stuff. Like, I think that the main problem that Pinlink is dealing with at the moment is people just don't understand, and that's the thing. People really need to understand this factor, right? Okay, coming back into what is happening in the markets right now. Right, let's look at some other details as we go along. ETH Bitcoin is not looking great, right? Say can do 30x. I mean, I don't know if I would say 30x, but it could potentially do very well. I have to say, right? But I'll say this, right? This here doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, right? It's not fantastic, but we'll see. The line in the sand, as I've shown before, is just this line here. It doesn't have a value because of the way that it's divided by the dollar, right? And as the dollar is going up, this is going down, right? This is the interesting aspect of what's going on. This move up ain't great, and we want it to really tap the $100 mark and start to regress back down. Anything above from here is going to cause a lot of problems in the market, right? If we look at where are we right now? If we look at total 3 divided by Bitcoin, it's I mean, look, I've drawn it perfectly. And that's my problem. Like, that's producing a lower high. This needs to start to recover very, very quickly. We need this to not break this 832 8.32 million mark. It must not break this area because it will show a lot more problems in the downward move, right? If we look, what's going on here? Hello. Rose, did you hear the news? No, I don't. What do you think of Render? I like Render. Render's really good. If you have computer that you're not using, you can plug it into the Render protocol, and you can earn a yield from that. What do you think about my portfolio? XRP, XLM, ADA, Onda, VJ, Sui, Shiba, Pepe, Bonk, Pengu. Very nice. Be careful with Pengu. No, Bonk's good, but be careful with Pengu. Do you have any idea of Mamo? Mamo's pretty. Look, Mamo does big moves, right? You have to be careful with Mamo. That's what I would say. Be very, very careful with that. Now, where we are right now is that this is the situation where we are. It's a very, 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 very important level that it needs to hold. Really, really, really important. We look at total. Total looks. God, what is happening here? God. Look, there are some key levels here. I mean, if we look on the fibs right now, yeah, there are some key levels that I think are going to come and get tapped. Brother, will you look at a cash for us? I appreciate that. Yeah, of course, no problem. Right? There are some key levels here that are a bit iffy, and what I could potentially say is that we could see this you know, the middle of this week where the 21-day EMA is setting tapped, and then we can see a move up. But I'm leaning more and more to some form of bit more of a lower dip, maybe towards the 114 level area. Yeah, because if we look carefully, that 114 is the CME gap, right? So I think something, what we could see is scare and then a move up like that. That's what I would believe is going to happen. It looks like that there's, I don't know why it's doing that with my thing. I don't know what's happening, right? It's holding the 21-day EMA on the SPX, which is also really good. We'll see. We'll see. Things are on the teetering edge right now. Teetering edge. Also get 50 first. Who gets to 0.5 list? Oh, Fat Cat. I mean, all three of us can, but I'm looking at Fat Cat. You guys will see. It's still looking good. Yeah, it does. It does look good. I'm gonna get there. Yeah. So that's that issue. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You need to start working on key levels, but things are looking a bit dicey. I still also think that if we look at total 3, the 38382 is going to be tapped, the 958 level. We'll see what happens there, and then see if the retracement happens. Right now, I will say this though. I will say this. Longer term time scale, things look good. Weekly time scales look good. Just short term is looking a bit iffy. The only saving grace that I see is that ETH is looking pretty good. It's holding this 3,000, say 3,692 very, very clean. But we do have a fair value gap here where the 382 is sitting perfectly. We'll see. In my opinion, the bottom of this wick here, the 3681, will be a line in the sand for ETH. If it does, we're going to see further breakdown on that level. Now, I will say this though, because I feel like I'm scaring a lot of people right now. About UK rules, when you transfer more than £800 to an individual account, they can hold for 24 hours and check. Oh my God, I need to move out this country, man. Anyway, see this, right? Bitcoin can very well go all the way to this level here, the $99 to $100 level, and still be bullish. I want everyone to really understand that. Just to there, and it could still be bullish. All this does, right, is move the needle further on. All it does is move it further on here. And that moving further on there means more potential upside. Remember, as I said, the more right, the bigger up. Nowadays, you can check how many times per day you go to the bathroom. I know. Oh my God, right? For those people in the UK, right? I need to have a little moan. I need to have a little moan, right? I just need to have a little moan, right? Why am I now paying to get my I mean, I'm not okay, gardener, right? Why do I have to pay to get my grass taken away from my house? Am I missing something here? How has my council tax and everything gone up, and now I have to pay to get my rubbish taken away? What is going on right now? I got a letter through my post saying that you have to pay for green waste. Anyway, whatever. Exactly 100%. Am I missing something here? Anyway, yeah, so this is the situation. I still think, look, it's so hard. Right now, it's so hard to really understand. In Florida, Florida too, I refuse to pay. It's ridiculous. I mean, in Florida, do you have like council tax? Till the 3 go down. Is it good? Let's see. If it breaks that, then this look, we have to go level by level right now. The market is just full blown trying to absorb what is happening. Calvin Hill, pay attention. Alvarez, you have to understand. Yeah, you have to understand. In it, bruv. You have to understand. That's all moan about the UK. Stupid UK. But that one day when it's sunny, you're like, it's pretty good. it's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna break it. It looks like it's gonna break it. Council tax is a scam. I pay 160 for. To be honest, it is a scam. It's crazy, man. My council tax in relation to the value of my house to other people who play. Oh my lord. You're simply playing for others' needs or UK problems, and they all look like. Oh man. I can say something that will get you guys really angry. I don't want to say it because I have a lot of properties, right? Just do well, mostly fly tip. You know, that reminds me of Cryptus. The day after Christmas, right? Where you see Christmas trees just everywhere in England on the streets. They're just everywhere. There's like Christmas tree Armageddon that is just like sitting outside of everyone's houses. To get it out the house. Get it out the house. Right? Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna tell you a story. Like I have a lot of properties that I rent out to the council, right? To the UK council. And I got this is gonna really annoy you guys, right? This is so gonna annoy. I'll leave you on this note so you can be annoyed at something else rather than crypto, right? Uh, let's see actually. Oh no, yeah, that's not very good. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, yeah. This level here is it most possibly could have been tapped. It, but it could be the here as well. 1 second. Let's see if it bounces from that point. Let's see if it bounces from there. I'll wait until that happens, but yeah, things are going down. So I got a. You get a report when a new tenant is coming in. God, this could annoy you guys so much. And they have 5 kids. I'm not gonna tell you where they're from. They have 5 kids, and the council is paying them with rent, including rent, uh, £5,200 a month net with no tax. Just so you guys understand. England's great. England is great, man. It's so great. That's probably why you have to pay for your green bins now. So come to England. Come to England. Just don't work. Sit around. Sit around and the you can stay in one of my flats and they'll pay you to live. Cryptos, I thought that would hit you hard. Right. Okay, look, let's see. I've set the levels here. I'm gonna go and that's an effing joke. Habibi, come to England. Habib, come. I'll move to England now. It's unbelievable. When I saw it, I was like, I can't believe it. Brother, please look at. Oh yeah, let me look at Akash. Paying for the green bins here in Croatia too. Yeah, man, it's so ridiculous. They literally go off, man. Like it's stuff that goes off. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. You want that cash, right? Let's get that cash. You know, every time I can't take a cash seriously, right? I can't take a cash seriously, because when I used to go to school, right, we had a school bus, and the driver's name was Akash, right? And I can't take it seriously, man. I just can't. Um, brother, please. Okay. What do you think? Is the bull run over? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't get me started on the BBC license proposal to add that to your council tax. Yeah, because people aren't paying. Because no one watches normal TV anymore. Akash means sky in Indian language. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Because I just can't do it. Because it just reminds me of him. And he was this really big guy. Like, really, really big guy. And would do so much. He's not very nice to him. Akash. Let's have a look at Akash. All right. Here. Yeah. Here. That's a very key point for Akash. Let's see if it aligns with the fib. Oh, it's coming to the 50% though. If it breaks, then yeah. Yeah, I mean we can adjust that a little bit. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah. That level there is going to be extremely important. For cash, I would say I'd say there's bearish move in the hand. This is going to go down for quite a bit. We see its reaction of the 1.1782 and start worrying when the full run is taken out. This is the line in the sand for Akash, right there. That's the line in the sand for Akash. These are the 2 points. This looks like a short to me, to be honest. How much of a move is that? 3%. It's not worth the risk. Squaresco has a bunch of Akash in there. Yeah. Keen look at peak. I'm running out of time, and there is a party going on downstairs, so I might go and like England, the only country where you need a passport to have. They added YouTube and Netflix to TV license now. If you watch it, no way. That can't be right. I'm sorry. That wait. They added Netflix to the TV license? No way. How does what? In UK TV license, Jerry, no, you need. No, no, it's not. Wait, uh, if you're watching TV program that is being broadcast live on Netflix, oh, if you have a live on, I mean, how they gonna know that? How they gonna know that? I mean, I'm not saying anything. Pay your TV license, but the chances of them knowing that you're watching live on Netflix that might be shown on one of the big four is truly ridiculous. That's truly ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? My friend got a letter. Yeah, but whatever. How are they gonna prove it? Well, how are they gonna prove it? Are they gonna be looking through your TV? Like, yeah, man. Yeah, Netflix. It looks good for Ton. Yeah, Ton is doing some massive liquidity. I mean, I've been telling you guys forever. What do you want from me? I've been telling you forever. Let's see what it does off this level. I've been telling you for ages. Just know this is phase one. Phase two is gonna be very, very interesting for Ton. Really interesting for Ton. I just want everyone to understand that. I would look at Fat Cat very, very carefully. Alvarez, you studied LSD, right? And then and had econometrics. Who's the professor you were in contact with? I'm not gonna tell you that name. Are you joking? I'm not gonna tell you his name. Are you out of your mind? No way. No way. Not a chance. He wears sandals and socks. He's the head of econometrics, man. Very easy to find him. Just look up the head of econometrics in LSD. You'll know who he is. Anyway, look, guys, absolute pleasure. I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Gave you some bad news, gave you some good news, all that kind of stuff. Uh, man, I also studied in LSD. It's not a secret. I'm not gonna tell you what you want me to honestly. I'm not gonna tell you, man. What did I say his name? The guy's a quiet dude. Do you cut the crust off your sandwiches and cut them into fingers? I mean, no. But it's great when someone else does that for me. Ponky, are you offering? Are you offering? If you're offering, I'll take them. I love the PB jelly ones where the crusts are cut off. All right, guys. Absolute pleasure. Hopefully I've scared you guys a little bit. Just a little bit. All right? And stuff like that. And I'll leave you with this note, right? For all those people that stayed this long, I'll leave you with this note. Ton has a phase two. And that phase two, and just know that. And if you guys want to know who that person is, right? Actually, I'm not gonna tell you. I bet you none of you guys looked up who that person is, and you're going to regret it, right? In the previous stream, there's a phase two to Ton, and a phase two in Ton. Let's say when you hear about it, it's going to be too late, and it might be worth getting into the Fat Cat Whale group. That's all I'm going to say to you. Go and get a nice cup of water. Thank you so much. I will go and get a nice cup of water. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go downstairs and party, and then we can maybe get changed and then party, because they'll be like, "What's that T-shirt, you idiot?" All right, guys. All right, love. Hi, Rez. Did you short hype? Yes, I did. Yeah. I mean, we shorted it at 43. 43. There you go. 43 we shorted it at. Yeah, 3.5%. This could go all the way down to 39 for sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This wick needs to be cleared, and when that happens, we'll go from there. Yeah. Some of the trades that we have in the pro group, which a lot of you guys aren't a part of, because you want to go and do stuff somewhere else. A lot of the trades there take a bit of time sometimes, right? So you have to wait and see. Sometimes that's why I always work with everyone to work with lower leverage at these levels, because I mean, apart from Marcus, but he's an expert. He's the expert of edge of seat type of play, right? He likes to play on the edge of his seat, and then we can go. Will XRP rise, bro? Could possible. There are a lot of crazy people out there who 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 would who would fund that guy's sells. Why not? Wholeheartedly, yeah. Keep Dalton needs a Lambo. He does. But I know a person in Ukraine that can get you a Lambo looking thing, and it'll be like a stretch limo. Look, I'll show you. I was looking at the other day. All right, all right. So you guys understand? I'm gonna get him this one. This is what he's gonna get. Yeah, boy. No, that's not it. Wait, that's something else. Very good. That's it, boy. That one there. It's got disco lights and everything. Dalton, this is gonna be my little fun for you guys, right? Dalton, I'm getting this for you. This is it, right? It has Lambo chic. Doors open up, and there's party time inside. Okay, I'm laughing. Everyone's freaking out. All right, okay, guys. Look, I'm gonna love and leave you guys. Wow, XRP is really going, man. XRP would be an amazing short right now. Oh man, that would be an amazing short right now. Should I short XRP? Because I want to get some of those gains. It's only 2% app. Whatever. Anyway, look, guys. Have a look. See what's going on. I need to look more in the markets. I'm gonna go and enjoy my evening, and I'll catch you guys later. All right. If you have any questions, you can go and check ask in the Learn by Alvarez group. You guys can it's links in here on the bottom. You can see everything there. The pro group's there. Everything's there. All that kind of stuff is there. All right. I'm gonna love and leave you. 2% is a 1x. None. No, no. At 400x leverage, yeah, I think it would be. I think you get like $1,000 on the stage for a $2 bet. That's full blown. All right, okay, guys. Like love, affection. I'll catch you guys later. All right. As I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always there, and we can go from there. And I'll catch everyone later. No, you're awesome. Everyone is awesome. Peachy, you're awesome. Dennis, you're awesome. And Cryptos of all people, everyone should follow that guy. He's one of a kind. All right.